Thornycroft Huxtable burst through the door, and promptly insensible dropped to the floor. 'Twas total exhaustion Watson diagnosed, and treated the victim with warm milk and toast. The recovered Huxtable, crimson with shame, proclaimed himself a living telegram. To him Sherlock Holmes was the one person who'll unravel the mystery at Priory School. The 6th Duke of Holderness, KGPC, had sent his 10-year-old son off to be a student of Huxtable's to be prepared, but within a fortnight the lad disappeared. The German professor had disappeared too, perhaps on his bike the landlord he pursued. Tracks obliterated, the scent had grown cool, when Watson and Holmes went to Priory School. Upon their arrival the Duke was awaiting his secretary, Wilder, manner most grating. The Duke was ticked off that Holmes had been consulted, however a grudging approval resulted. Holmes reconnoitered and drew up a map. Some gypsies were discovered with the lad's cap, and Holmes, like a bloodhound, started to drool at scent of the mystery at Priory School. Watson and Holmes followed bicycle tracks across the grim moor trimmed with greens, browns, and blacks. Not far off the German professor lay dead, result of a murderous clout on the head. Beyond all the cow tracks the bystreets again led on across the moor to the Fighting Cock Inn, right to the Neanderthal innkeeper who'll advance Sherlock towards solving the Priory School. The innkeeper showed no hospitality. Despite this, Holmes managed the bike tire to see. 'Twould Holderness, Hall, Holmes, and Watson begin, but followed James Wilder back to the Hayes Inn. A dog cart rushed off in the darkening gloom. A newcomer was sent to a first-floor room. The resourceful Holmes used his pal as a stool and resolved the mystery at Priory School. The next morning Holmes went, as Watson records, to Holderness Hall to collect the reward. The Duke was accessory after the fact, and Wilder, his son from an illicit act, had kidnapped his brother to legitimize his claim to inherit the Holderness prize. And horseshoes with cattle like Prince could not fool our Sherlock as he rescued Priory School.